The Alchemist. Chapter 1: The Boy and His Dream. Santiago, a shepherd boy who dreams of traveling beyond the Andalusian hills and discovering a hidden treasure in the Egyptian pyramids. Despite having a comfortable life as a shepherd, Santiago is not content and yearns for something more. He often sleeps under the stars, gazing up at the sky and wondering about the world beyond. One night, he has a recurring dream of a child who takes him to the base of the Egyptian pyramids, where a treasure awaits him. The dream inspires Santiago to consult a gypsy woman who tells him that his dream is prophetic and that he should follow it to fulfill his personal legend, or his true purpose in life. The woman advises him to go to the nearby town of Tarifa and to visit a woman who interprets dreams. Santiago is initially skeptical but decides to follow his dream and travels to Tarifa. On his way, he meets a mysterious old man who introduces himself as Melchizedek, the king of Salem. Melchizedek tells Santiago that he is a messenger of God and that he has been sent to help Santiago on his journey to fulfill his personal legend. Melchizedek encourages Santiago to follow his dream and to listen to his heart, which will guide him in the right direction. Santiago is uncertain but decides to take a chance and follow his dream. He sells his sheep and sets off on a journey to Tangier, Morocco, where he hopes to find a caravan that will take him across the Sahara Desert and to the pyramids. This chapter actually set the stage for Santiago's journey of self-discovery and the pursuit of his personal legend. It introduces the themes of dreams, destiny, and the importance of listening to one's heart. Santiago's decision to follow his dream despite his doubts and fears sets him on a path of adventure and self-discovery, and readers are left to wonder what lies ahead for the young shepherd boy. Chapter 2. Santiago, a shepherd boy who dreams of traveling the world and discovering treasures. Santiago has been content with his simple life as a shepherd, but he begins to feel restless and wonders if there is more to life than tending to his sheep. One night, Santiago has a dream about a treasure waiting for him at the base of the Egyptian pyramids. The dream leaves him with a sense of excitement and a feeling that he is meant to follow his destiny. The next day, he tells an old woman in his village about the dream, and she interprets it as a sign that he must follow his personal legend, or the path that leads him to his true purpose in life. Despite his fear of leaving his comfortable life, Santiago decides to sell his sheep and set out on a journey to fulfill his personal legend. He travels to Tangier, where he is robbed of all his money, and he must find a way to make a living to continue his journey. As Santiago faces the challenges of his journey, he reflects on the lessons he has learned from his father and from the simple life of a shepherd. He realizes that the universe is conspiring to help him achieve his personal legend, and he begins to see signs and omens that guide him along the way. Chapter 2 sets the stage for Santiago's journey and introduces the themes of following one's destiny, facing fear, and finding guidance from the universe. The chapter emphasizes the importance of listening to one's heart and pursuing one's dreams, even in the face of uncertainty and adversity. Chapter 3. Santiago arrived in Tangier, Morocco, feeling overwhelmed and afraid. He had lost all of his money and possessions to a thief in a marketplace, and had to rely on the help of others to survive. Santiago takes refuge in a small shop where a man offers him a job. Santiago starts working for the man, but soon realizes that he is not happy and feels that he is not fulfilling his personal legend, his purpose in life. One day, Santiago meets an Englishman who is traveling to the Sahara Desert to search for an alchemist. The Englishman tells Santiago that alchemists possess a special knowledge that can help people turn lead into gold and discover the elixir of life. Santiago becomes interested in the idea of meeting an alchemist and decides to join the Englishman on his journey. The two men set out on a caravan across the Sahara, and Santiago begins to have vivid dreams about a treasure hidden in the Egyptian pyramids. As the caravan travels deeper into the desert, Santiago starts to learn about the importance of living in the present moment and following his heart. The Englishman, on the other hand, is focused solely on his quest for knowledge and is not interested in the world around him. Santiago also learns about the principle of the soul of the world, which is the idea that all things are interconnected and that everything in the universe has a common spirit. This spirit, or the soul of the world, is what alchemists seek to discover. Santiago and the Englishman reaching the oasis of Al-Fayum, where they hope to find the alchemist. Santiago is excited to continue his journey and discover the secrets of alchemy, while the Englishman is more interested in the knowledge than the journey itself. Chapter 4. Santiago arrives in the Alfayum oasis, where he meets a mysterious alchemist who claims to be able to turn any metal into gold. The alchemist takes Santiago under his wing, telling him that he has been waiting for him to arrive. Santiago is skeptical of the alchemist's claims, but the alchemist tells him that he must trust him and that they will embark on a journey together. The alchemist teaches Santiago about the concept of the soul of the world, which he believes is the force that binds all things together. He tells Santiago that this force has a language that can be understood, and that those who are able to understand it can achieve great things. The alchemist also tells Santiago that he must follow his personal legend, which is the purpose for which he was put on this earth. He says that the universe conspires to help people achieve their personal legends, but that they must have the courage to pursue them. The alchemist tells Santiago that they will travel to the pyramids of Egypt, where Santiago will find a great treasure. He says that the journey will be dangerous, but that it is necessary for Santiago to fulfill his personal legend. Santiago is hesitant to leave the oasis and embark on such a risky journey, but the alchemist assures him that he will be safe as long as he listens to his heart and follows the omens. Santiago and the alchemist setting out into the desert on horseback, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead on their journey to the pyramids. Chapter 5. Santiago finally arrives in the Egyptian desert and meets an Englishman who is searching for the alchemist. The Englishman is a scholar who has studied alchemy for years but has never found an alchemist who could show him the secrets of the philosopher's stone. Santiago is fascinated by the Englishman's knowledge and offers to help him find the alchemist. Together, they set out on a journey across the desert in search of the alchemist. Along the way, the Englishman shares his knowledge of alchemy with Santiago, explaining that it is the study of transforming metal into gold, but also the transformation of the individual spirit. The Englishman is eager to learn everything he can about alchemy and is convinced that the alchemist they are seeking will be able to show him the way. Santiago, on the other hand, is more interested in the journey itself and the experiences he is having along the way. He is fascinated by the desert, the people he meets, and the lessons he is learning. He feels that the universe is conspiring to help him achieve his personal legend, and he is grateful for the signs and omens that guide him. As they continue on their journey, they encounter a group of refugees who have been forced to leave their homes due to war. The Englishman is impatient and wants to continue on their journey, but Santiago is moved by the plight of the refugees and wants to help them. He spends time with them, listening to their stories and offering them comfort. Paulo Coelho continues to explore the themes of following one's personal legend and the importance of helping others along the way. Santiago's journey is not just about finding the treasure, but also about the people he meets and the lessons he learns. The Englishman's single-minded pursuit of knowledge contrasts with Santiago's more open and compassionate approach to life. Chapter 6. Santiago finally reaches the pyramids of Egypt, the place where he believes his treasure is located. However, as he starts digging, he is attacked by a group of thieves who beat him up and steal his money. Feeling defeated and lost, Santiago starts to cry and laments the fact that he had come so far only to fail. Suddenly, a mysterious man who calls himself the Alchemist appears and tells Santiago that he can help him find his treasure. The Alchemist is a strange and enigmatic figure, dressed in robes and carrying a staff. He tells Santiago that he knows about his dream and his personal legend, and that he can help him achieve it. Santiago is initially skeptical, but the Alchemist shows him his ability to turn lead into gold, convincing Santiago of his power. The alchemist offers to help Santiago find his treasure, but tells him that he must first make a journey across the desert to the oasis of Alfayum. He gives Santiago 2 stones, called the Urim and Thummim, which he can use to communicate with the spiritual world and make important decisions. Santiago agrees to follow the alchemist and sets off on a journey with him. Along the way, the alchemist teaches Santiago about the concept of the soul of the world, which he describes as a spiritual force that connects all living things. The alchemist tells Santiago that by learning to understand and communicate with the soul of the world, he will be able to achieve his personal legend. As they travel across the desert, Santiago learns many valuable lessons from the alchemist, including the importance of following one's heart and the need to stay focused on one's goals. Despite many obstacles and challenges, Santiago continues on his journey, determined to find his treasure and fulfill his personal legend. Chapter 7. Santiago arrived in the Saharan oasis after traveling through the desert with the caravan. He is amazed by the lush palm trees and the fresh water of the oasis. The caravan leader tells Santiago that the oasis has been there for thousands of years and that many people have fought to keep it alive. Santiago meets the alchemist, who tells him that he has been expecting him. The alchemist, who is dressed in black and carries a falcon, tells Santiago that he will help him in his journey to find the treasure. He tells Santiago that he must follow his heart and the omens, and that he must never lose faith in himself. The alchemist explains that everything in the universe is interconnected and that there is a universal language that can be understood by anyone who knows how to listen. He tells Santiago that he must learn to communicate with the desert, the wind, and the sun. The alchemist teaches Santiago how to turn lead into gold, but Santiago is disappointed because he was hoping for a more profound lesson. The alchemist tells him that the lesson was not in the transformation of the metal, but in the process of achieving it. The alchemist then gives Santiago 2 stones, Urim and Thummim, which will help him to make decisions along the way. The stones will show Santiago the way to his treasure, but he must learn to interpret their messages. Santiago, feeling inspired and ready to continue his journey. He has learned that the universe conspires to help those who pursue their dreams, and that he must always listen to his heart and the omens around him. Chapter 8. Santiago finally reaches the pyramids of Egypt, where he believes his treasure is hidden. However, as he digs for the treasure, he is ambushed by a group of men who beat him and take his money. He is then forced to reveal the location of his treasure, which he had hidden in the ground in Andalusia. Santiago is devastated by this turn of events, feeling like he has wasted months of his life and that his dream was not meant to come true. However, he soon realizes that he has gained something much more valuable than the treasure he had been seeking. Along the way, he has learned to listen to his heart and follow his dreams, and he has met many people who have helped him along the way. Most importantly, he has discovered that the true treasure in life is the journey itself. Just as Santiago is about to leave Egypt and return home, he meets a man who calls himself the Alchemist. The Alchemist is able to turn lead into gold, and he offers to help Santiago find his personal legend. Santiago is initially skeptical of the Alchemist, but he decides to trust him and embark on a new journey with him. The Alchemist teaches Santiago many valuable lessons as they travel across the desert together, including the importance of listening to his heart, being brave, and trusting in the universe to guide him. The Alchemist also helps Santiago to understand that his personal legend is not just about achieving a specific goal or finding a treasure, but about discovering his true purpose in life and following it wherever it may lead him. Santiago is able to find true happiness by following his heart and trusting in the universe. The Alchemist helps him to understand that the journey is more important than the destination, and that every step he takes is leading him closer to his true purpose in life. Santiago realizes that he is not just a shepherd, but a seeker of his own destiny, and he is grateful for the journey he has taken to get there. Conclusion. This book encourages us to let go of their fears and embrace the unknown, to be open to new experiences and opportunities, and to have faith in the universe and its mysterious ways. It's